How's it going, everyone? I'm Al, and whew, it's finally the weekend. Time to sit back, relax, and watch some professional StarCraft 2. First up, we have one of the best players from North America. It's Neeb. His opponent is our Terran player from France. It's Clem. This is gonna be a wonderful one. Neeb alongside Australia, probably, unless I'm missing someone, the two best players from America. Yeah, I like seeing them play, and we will see as they go up against the stalwart Terran. That is Clem. This could be a good one. So I made the mistake now. I'm a little bit sad. I'm gonna be depressed a little bit. Of watching a bunch of videos on the ESL and the GSL announcements and what that means for StarCraft 2. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem very good, and I'm not going to make a dedicated video about it because I don't know nearly enough about it to give an honest opinion. But yeah, it seems like prize pools for those two tournaments are being cut. GSL kind of seems to be in a bit of problems, so we'll have to see what happens with them. Yeah, I think for the big content creators, because I was watching a local video and I had to check at the Uthermal video. I think for those guys it's obviously a lot more stressful for them because, you know, this is the thing that they use to make money. I'm just a guy with a microphone, so not quite a big effect on me. Proxy Pylon, by the way. But yeah, we'll have to see how it develops. Obviously, I am looking to expand my content. As soon as Stormgate comes out, I'm definitely covering Stormgate. That's going to be a great game. Hopefully. And, yeah, so like I said, it doesn't really matter to me. Ooh, a robo. A proxy robo. That is a very interesting thing. That's cool. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much about it because this game is going to start heating up very soon. We have factory on the way as well as barracks. Reactor on the barracks that could be converted over to the factory. This wasn't spotted, no. Are we gonna see a proxy versus a proxy? It is a proxy versus a proxy. It's a starport here versus a robo gateway. Oh. Ooh, Neeb sees that. Gets cancelled immediately, and now Clem's gonna go. This game. This is a fun little game. Alright, what did I press? I pressed the wrong button. Alright, I'm gonna carry on my train of thought in the next one. This game seems to be heating up. Two Helion's gonna be moving. Kind of like, what do I do with this now? What are they gonna do against an Immortal? Nothing. Neeb, at the meantime, he's got a 2-base economy behind this. It's only 2 gates. What does Clem have? A whole lot of nothing. Here comes the Immortal. Dum, 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 dum. Watch the world explode. SCVs are like, what do we do? What do we do against this big thing? Same time a Hellion run by is going to go in. There's going to be a little bit of damage and a little bit of a laggy there. I don't know what that's all about. Stop. Stop. Pause the game. Alright, it's fixed. Don't know what that was. A couple of workers going down. I was going to say second Immortal, but no, it's an observer. Tank's going to be up here. Immortal doesn't care that much about the tank. That's it. One Immortal. What an odd rush. Go Viking land. Let's see it. Viking versus Immortal. Another gateway goes up at home. This Immortal is like lost. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm here. Okay, there is another one being built now. Getting a bunch of tanks out is Clem. Got 4 Marines at this stage. You're just gonna push in? Go get him! There we go. Boom, boom. Well, single boom. Adepts, they're gonna keep moving the tanks around. Okay, so there's 2 Immortals here now. There's a bunch of a couple of Stalkers, a couple of Adepts. Is this good? I don't know if this is good. I don't think this is going to do that much to Clem. I cannot remember seeing an Immortal Rush in... Ooh, they get in. Okay, so that's going to displace the army. Vikings are going to land to deal with this. I would have loved... maybe that's why I didn't push in. 4 workers going down. Here's a sentry. Raven is going to come out. Raven's going to be obviously very useful. I don't think Clem is in any bad position. He does need to carry on building his barracks though. That's a big Terran army. Hi. Oh, you guys are so slow. Run, Immortal, run! I mean, they take a lot of damage. Oh yes! What a force field. That's that panic force field. Zealot's gonna come in from the other side. Get the tanks. If you can get the tanks, that's gonna be really good. At the same time, Neeb is coming back from the other side. He is bringing in a nice little flank. More Zealots coming from this side, and the army is being squished here like a sandwich. War Prism comes in to pick up the Immortals. Okay, this is suddenly looking very good. Neeb's timing, just tempting Clem out of his base, and then hitting with his army from both sides. This is 7 workers going down. I'm not gonna lie, the bunker's not dying because there's 44 million SCVs busy repairing it. But Zealots just keep walking in. GG. An Immortal Rush. Okay. I like. Alrighty, immediately we're in game number 2. Ancient Cistern is the map. I've started to like this map quite a lot. And no, not because of the name. So yeah, that was interesting, right? I cannot remember seeing a build like that, at least not recently. That is some old school stuff there from Neeb. Very clever. But I think it's not only the Immortal Rush that was successful. I think it's the way he handled it. He made himself visible there. Pulled the Terran army away from its bunker, from the defensive position that he had, and then flanked it with Zealots. I think had he just attacked in with the army he had, it wouldn't have been successful. So that's some real... That's a very creative play there from Neeb. Yeah, no, and I was judging his speed for it, but you know what? The man had a plan all along, and it seems to have worked. So we're gonna have to see if Clem's got a decent response for him now. That was fun. I really enjoyed that build. I shouldn't, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, anyway, as my train of thought, because we've got a little bit of time before the action starts happening in this game. I am looking to do a little bit more content, so obviously I'll carry on playing a lot of StarCraft. You know, my ladder games that I'm doing, that's irrelevant of whatever's happening. But I am considering maybe once a week, you know, playing other RTS games. I was thinking of adding another day, but I just honestly don't have time. I'm already doing 6 days a week, and Sundays is generally when I catch up a bit of recordings for the week or whatever. So I don't think I'll be able to do extra, but maybe on Saturdays, instead of posting my usual StarCraft stuff, I will post maybe a game of Age of Empires 4. Stormgate, definitely when it comes out, is going to take a big seat. Ooh. Clem is being cheeky with the bunker. This is going to be annoying to deal with. At the same time, there is a proxy pylon once again. These probes, ooh, getting some good hits in the SCV, yeah. Reaper's gonna come out. Once again, my train of thought is interrupted. Don't lose the SCV, don't lose the SCV. Alright, SCV is saved by the Reaper. Bunker is cancelled. Okay, so he's not in the mood to continue with the pressure. Okay, at the same time, ooh, a very closely proxied Stargate here from Neeb. Now Neeb, by the way, is normally known as your relatively standard Protoss player. This is scouted by Clem, by the way, which I think is going to help a lot. Yeah, he normally plays standard. This is very unlike him, very off style for him. I think the fact that Clem found this is not ideal for Neeb, but an Oracle can still get in and do some damage. It's going to be a tech lab on the factory. I'm assuming we're going to see cyclones to counter the oracles. There's the first oracle being boosted out. Stalker's yet to protect the pylon, which actually took a surprising amount of damage. Work accounts so far a little bit in the lead for Neeb. Yeah, fun. But yeah, anyway, so long story short, I am going to be, maybe not now, maybe closer to the time when I'm running really short on replays, because at this stage I'm doing, what is it, 4 replays, 4 pro matches a week. So if I start seeing that my replays are kind of running out, then I'll do 3 replays a week, 2 ladder games. What's that, 5? Oh, Matt. And then, oops, no. And then I'll maybe do something like Age of Empires 4. Otherwise, I'll just, you know, do one of the popular games. Maybe I'll play Genshin Impact on Saturdays. That would be fun. I actually, all jokes aside, I actually really like that game. It is very fun. Ooh, this Oracle's gonna get caught out. It's gonna try to deal some damage. Eek. Neeb looks away for a little bit. Loses the Oracle. He doesn't have another one. Oh, just. Okay, it's gonna try to get in. While these are working on the pylon, this Oracle's gotta make quickly. He actually can get a lot of damage in. Go, Neeb, go! Go! I think he's a little bit scared. He actually, I think he could have capitalized, because look, there's nothing. There's a couple of Marines now, well, 3 Marines now, but he could have dealt a lot of damage there. Alright, well, he might have sacrificed the Oracle, so maybe he's thinking long term as opposed to what I'm doing short term. What is the probe doing? Another pylon. Okay. Adept glaives. Glaive Adept. What did I say? I said it wrong around. I'm trying to process the things that Neeb is doing, because he's playing very unconventional. Which I like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, so he's going up to a lot of gateways. 1 more here for a quicker warp in. He's getting a Dark Shrine on the back of this. Brilliant. Now he just needs to not die to this army. Because at this stage, remember, he has no splash. He's got Adepts. Oracle is just barely not going to see it. I mean, this is just Marines, but there's no splash. Marauders are going to come in, and once the Marauders are there, they can deal with the Stalkers and stuff quite comfortably. Little bit of indecision here from Neeb. He kind of went across for an attack and then just never did anything. 2 workers going down by this Oracle. This is a weird game. What a strange one. And he should see all the Adepts, and now he knows, alright, there's going to be a timing attack. Yeah, he goes immediately into a defensive position. There, yeah, bunkers. He's just trying to finish up the wall. I think this is very well done by Clem. Yeah, this is what he should be doing. Hanging behind there. I guess this is why an Adept all-in doesn't really work against Terran. I say all-in, it's not really. He is going for a 3rd base behind this. But Adepts in these numbers, they can still deal good damage. So they're going to get rid of the workers. Yeah, I think this is well defended. Medevacs have now come out. He's going to try once again. Clem's even going to open up the door and say, hi, I'm coming for you, instead of waiting for you. Close it. Yeah, this attack is punished. Okay, so if you ever wonder why the Adept opener is mostly done against Zerg and not Terran, that's why. Because walls exist. You see a Zerg player can't... Ooh, DT's in. The DT's in. It's starting to... Okay. The DT was in. The DT is now gone. I think Neeb is in a world of trouble here. He's got decent workers, but he's got no army. He's got no splash. This is generally the problem in Protoss versus Zerg as well. You lose those Adepts, you die to the follow-up. And there's a big follow-up coming. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky DT. So, I do not think that Clem has nearly... Well, Neeb has nearly enough to be able to deal with this. Even spots the DT, closes the door. Yeah, you need splash. An Immortal, it's great. It's not going to help you. There's enough Marines to get rid of your Immortal. Alright, are you actually gonna blink on them? Nah, I didn't think so. And I believe this attack is just going to kill. He actually completes the shade on only some of them. A couple of decent force fields here. That is a lot of Terran. Clem also picks up those units, moves them across the force field, gets them back in range of the tanks. Are there any DTs around? There are, but I don't want to look away here because slow push forwards. Alright, and now Neeb's gonna try jump onto this. And actually he's doing a really good job. These Adepts are doing a lot of damage along with the single DT. That was actually a really great defense there. Good job by Neeb. By him. Ooh, that guy exploded into like a million pieces. DT's coming. He's coming. Okay, so once again he's gonna try get the Adepts in. Uh-oh. This Terran army is cut into two. Suddenly this is looking amazing for Neeb. Now his army is looking really decent here on the door of the Terran. The DTs are still getting through. There's no real stopping them just yet. This one's still, he's hacking and slashing away. Okay, now the scan goes out. Both DTs are going to get killed. Okay, what am I watching? I was mentioning how the Adept all-in doesn't work, and suddenly Neeb is trying to tell me, lol, look at this. Let me show you what it can do. Close the ramps. Yep. Okay, so all of these buildings are going to be taken care of. But speed is of the essence, and we have Liberators coming out. Liberators are going to help a huge amount because the anti-air is very limited to, what is that, 5 Stalkers? 3, 4, 5, 5, yes, counting. There are Widow Mines as well, so that shading on top of the Terran army, not going to work anymore. It's also a huge amount of Marauders. I would like to see him shade 1 or 2, just to see if he can get the Widow Mines to trigger. But maybe that's ambitious from my part. Here goes the Liberators. That's going to solidify the defense. You cannot attack into those Liberators. Nope. He's going to try still. But this is where I would say, no, you cannot. You've got to back away. Those Marauders are doing good work. He actually completes the... Yeah, the Widow Mines just destroyed those Adepts. And I think Neeb has overstayed his welcome. These Marauders are being healed up by the Medivacs. Yeah, the Liberators just doing their work. Extended Thermal Lance is on the way, and there is already one Colossus out. Second is very close to finishing. It will be out by the time that Clem gets there, but this is a very Marauder heavy army with Liberator support. They don't care so much for Colossus. Colossus is really meant... Ooh, carrying on with the aggression, yeah. Colossus is really meant to defend against Marines, not against Marauders. Yeah, look, with the Medivacs healing, those Marauders, they don't care for the Colossus. At the same time, these Adepts are dealing a lot of damage, but they are busy dying to this Terran army, Terran reinforcements here. This part of the army is going to be trying to get the Colossus. That's a good pick off there. DT gets picked off as well. It was 11 workers that went down, and so far Neeb has been up in the worker count quite handily. But at this stage, I don't think he knows how to stop these Marauders. Very soon the reinforcements are going to be coming through, and suddenly this game has switched positions once again. This is a real back and forth one here. More Marauders on the way. Terran army is going to be regrouping, and a lot of SCVs are going to be moving across to the third base. At the same time, more Adepts being warped in. Okay, we're going to try to keep our eyes on both engagements at the same time. Liberator sets up. There's not enough anti-air. It's going to start absolutely destroying those units. Neeb's army keeps getting reset. These Adepts are getting rid of a lot of workers here, but at the same time, Neeb is losing everything. He's going to start losing workers now. There goes his economic lead. GG. Wow. That one was fun. That was good fun. Alright, well, we go to game number 3. Alright, and for game number 3, we are on Royal Blood. This has been a really fun series. I expected a decent series, but this one's kind of surpassing my expectations. I can't believe that Adept build actually did something. Right? That was strange. Entry block here. That's going to be a pain to deal with. If Neeb sees it, of course. He's going to see it when his probe goes down. But yeah, that Adept, the mass Adept strategy, it was a strange one. A very strange one indeed, because normally it used to be a very common thing in Protoss versus Zerg. I haven't seen it much against Terran, but the fact that Neeb was able to make, you know, he almost won that one. Clem's army was tiny at some point, and I think until those Liberators arrived, that's annoying. Cancels it. Third place is going to be split. This is not good for a Protoss player. Obviously, their units are not the quickest in the game, and this is going to give Clem a lot of opportunities to attack into. But yeah, that was fun. I really enjoyed that one. Clem also dealt with it really well. Knew when to play very defensively, knew when to move forward and attack. Nice little clash between these two. An epic battle between USA and France. Very cool. Let's see the tech of choice. It's going to be Stargate for Neeb. Is he going to be going into Phoenixes? It's just going to be more Oracles. Starport being proxied here. So now it could be one of two things. Either a Banshee or a Liberator. But probably, yeah, looking at the Hellions, it's going to be a Medevac. And the Hellions are going to be picked up, dropped into the main base. Having a reactor on a factory is also not very uncommon for Terrans. They can use it nicely to scout and things like that. Hellions are good early game units. They fall off in the late game, so Neeb's going to know that they will be switched around in time. Oh, these probes have such a long way to travel. Got to be careful. You don't want to lead him to your proxy. It is a medevac. Oh, I thought I saw Tech Lab. I was like, what? So there's going to be a medevac. And the Hellions are now going to move their way towards the medevac to be picked up. We are seeing an Oracle coming up from Clem. Neeb, the other player. Okay, there goes the Starport. Hey, you forgot one. You forgot one. Pick me up. Starport's going to go back home, because this just needs to get in and deal some worker damage. And there it goes. Okay, so Neeb sniffed it out because he kept the Oracle at home. But this so far is a decent amount of damage. The Oracle is doing well at defending. Clem's trying to do a lot of micro to pick them up. Waste the energy of the Oracle. That is some brilliant work there. But second Oracle is out. Okay, 8 workers going down. That's some good damage. At the same time, 3 Adepts. 3 Adepts. What happened there? My voice just went absolutely berserk. Ah, yes. Hellions get another kill. Adepts, they're not going to get too much. Close. Okay, doesn't care to close. Starport is going to land at the 3rd year. Finally, the Hellions fall after taking down another 2 workers. And now we see the transition into Phoenixes. Both bases are up for both players. Yeah, the split base is not the perfect situation for Neeb. He's dealing the best with it that he can, and I think he's going to try to use his air units to just keep the pressure away from his base. Just give him time to get his 3rd up and running, and then he should be in a good position. Twilight is on the way. We're not seeing a 3rd CC yet. No. So this, I think, because it's quite late now, it's going to be a lot of pressure coming from Neeb. He's going to wait for his Stimpak to finish, and then from Clem, sorry. I keep mixing the names up. So we'll have to see what he plans to do. Getting his 3rd base up now. He's going for charge, so it's going to be Phoenixes and charge lots. Yeah, I think he's going to be in a good position. Neeb's army at this point is actually not that big, so it's growing. But yeah, if he wants to go for a strong timing attack, I think he could do well. Because at this stage, Neeb doesn't have all that much. terms of units, what is it? The three Adepts, 1 Stalker, and then the air units that he has over here. That is not going to be able to fight this army. Honestly, Clem, I would just go. I would love to see him just go, but he knows he can't move too quickly because the minute he leaves his base, he is going to take economic damage. He's getting a couple of turrets up now. But even with turrets, I mean, oopsie. The combination of these units, they can really deal a lot of damage very quickly in those mineral lines. Clem is responding by making 2 Vikings, so he's going to try to start getting some form of resistance to this air army. Vikings obviously very good. I don't think they're better than Phoenixes. I think Phoenixes are much better air units. Okay, now Neeb's going to start picking up units, trying to get rid of reinforcements. But he has to have some form of standing army at home. He's got a lot of zealots. Zealots with charge that are very good. Oof. Okay, Clem decides, I don't want to fight that. That being said, he is still reinforcing, so maybe. But yeah, these zealots, they can very comfortably chop through this. Maybe not all of it, but a couple of widow mines or something like that. They will help a lot. Factory and the barracks are changed around, so there's no barracks on a reactor, so it's just going to be marauders. Very marauder heavy once again. I kind of like that because that, along with the widow mines, means that he's going to be able to tank against these zealots quite comfortably. And with the slowing from concussive shells, which is on the way, marauders are going to be a very good unit here. Yeah, I like what Clem is doing. I think he's making a very good choice. He's got enough marines to act as anti-air. Still got his 2 cyclones as well as the Vikings. Clem's getting himself into a very good position here. Okay, what was that? Cancelled something. Maybe he's just going to switch it around with the starport, the reactor on the starport. Okay, so after a few more rounds of marauders, we should see Clem move out for an attack once again. At this stage, Neeb has got a lot of workers because we still don't have a third. Alright, Clem's happy. He's got a couple of mines out. He's got his marauders out. I don't think he's got too much more time to wait, because the longer he waits, the more tech Neeb is going to be able to get. And at this stage, he's got 2 robos, or he's going to have. So this could be a very decisive timing. Neeb is waiting for that robotics bay to finish so that he can start his heavy hitting splash damage unit. But yeah, a couple of liberators also on the way. This is a big army. Ooh, that's a lot of the army that's caught in that stasis. Sending a couple of marines forward, trying to... Oh, another big clump of the army. That is practically almost half of Clem's army that is stuck in stasis. But Neeb just can't quite capitalize because of those tanks. There are also widow mines. There's a lot of widow mines. And that's just zealots. Disruptors are on the way now. I think disruptors is the right choice by far. Disruptors... Nice try. Nice attempt there. Clem... Oh, gets caught in another stasis ward. I'm pretty sure Clem is swearing at stasis wards by this stage of the game. Zealots do charge in. Widow mines are going to move forward. Yeah, Neeb's got to be careful. He is getting a lot in. He's also trying to rush out his disruptors. Now, I wouldn't say that zealots and disruptors... Ooh. Oh, beautiful flank coming in here. Zealots coming from both sides. I was going to criticize his army, but that was just a great move there. Neeb strategically, struggled to get that word out. He's played this game really well. He's thought about his moves. And that flank, that was an expert flank. Oh, big widow mine hits, getting rid of a huge clump of zealots. And the supply has dropped for Neeb. Clem. He's going to kite away. Kite away. His units are very low on health though, but these zealots... Yeah, a little bit of miscontrol there on the disruptors. And Neeb's army is kind of non-existent now. He's Gonna be walking in some Stalkers and Sentries now, but I almost... Oh, double Colossus popping in just in time to start assisting in this battle. One falls immediately. The second one is targeted by Clem. GG. What a series. Nice back and forth games there with some odd strategies from Neeb. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. We had a little bit of a talk about StarCraft for this year. I'm not going to go too much into it, but we'll see what happens as the year continues. And yeah, I had fun with this. I hope you enjoyed this one too. This was a good game. Unfortunate for Neeb. He did play really well. I liked what he did. But Clem, solid player. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more StarCraft content. And thank you so much. I will see you in the next one.